Nail polish that changes color when exposed to date rape drugs. So it's actually 4 male college students. They are engineering majors at North Carolina State University. And they've come up with this company. It's still in the startup phase. It is called Undercover Colors. And it's marketing itself as, quote, the first fashion company to prevent sexual assault. And for them, it was really important to create this company because they've had personal experiences, as well as it just being so pervasive on sexual assault being so pervasive on college campuses. For example, 1 in 5 women have been sexually assaulted, but 1/3 of sexual assault cases take place in college. 20% of college women will become victims of rape. And 80% of those victims, alcohol was involved. Now, really quickly, the way it works is that basically because date rape drugs are colorless, odorless, you would take the drink, dip your nail polish, your fingernail into it, and then if the date rape drug is inside your drink, your nail polish would change color. So we're not doing it 5 words because this is a serious topic, and date rape and sexual assault is pervasive. And do you think that, yes, this is a great innovation, but at the same time, it's not addressing the underlying issue? And I'm not poo-pooing this innovation whatsoever, but let's talk about that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I think the time and energy and money going into stuff like this should be spent working on programs to train people at college or take behavioral courses or whatever stuff they offer to prevent this stuff from happening in the first place.
I get that, but these engineering students, this is the thing they can offer.
Yeah.
I don't think these people would be the same ones who would have the desire or ability really to start something like this. I think they were like, oh, we can make this product, let's do it.
But there's like so many things like that. There's like these underwear that don't come off, and like there's all these things that's like basically like putting a protective shield around women. And I don't know if, like you're saying, there's a lot of initiatives going into guy training. That's not a term.
It's just frustrating as a woman, and men definitely are victims of sexual assault too. It's frustrating though as a woman to think, okay, and we hear this a lot, whether, oh, don't dress that way because you could be attracting that attention. Don't get too drunk. Don't do this. Don't do that. Make sure you wear that nail polish. It's like, enough. Can we address this underlying issue? And believe me, again, I think that this innovation is awesome, and I commend these 4 male students, but I'm so sick and tired of women. I remember being in college and literally fearing where I would walk, where I would run, because there was a lot of rape at UCLA. There was one trail that we nicknamed Rape Trail. It's disgusting.
Crazy.
So I love what you said. I love the idea of having more implementation of bystander training. How do they intervene? And also addressing the cultural assumption that just because somebody is wasted or drunk, it doesn't mean that they are able to give consent. Less taking advantage of people who are drunk.
Plus, there are 2 other things. This is for women. And a lot of men are sexually assaulted and raped and roofied. I have 2 guy friends that were roofied, whether it was on accident or on purpose. That happens. And so to go after like these types of things, like stuff women use, it's just like it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do. I think it's really great, but also like, it's so much bigger than that. Yeah. And there's also the argument that if you don't try to stay protected, like if you don't put on your nail polish and then you get roofied but you had it or something, you could say like you weren't doing everything you could have done to protect yourself. There's just all that like victim blaming, victim shaming.
There's a point where women just can't date in college. Like that's what is if things don't start, if the tide doesn't start turning, and it also, like, I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, this is me generalizing, but it's not uncool to, or it's still seen as like cool to take advantage of women like that in those kind of situations. And guys are afraid to speak up because they're like, oh, I don't want to look like a pussy or whatever, you know?
It is right to get upset when talking about date rape as an issue. That is right. That is the right way to do it. I think there is some wasted energy in going after these people, and it feels like there's an attack against the like actual like it's equipment, like the protective equipment industry. I feel like that for some reason makes it feel like these 2 forces are fighting against each other.
And they shouldn't be.
And,
no, you're right.
And it's one of those things where, like, this is gonna sound terrible and like I'm belittling it, but if I'm going rollerblading, like, there are if someone is texting and driving and hits me while I'm rollerblading, they're an asshole. And I should still, however, double check even though it's a red light before crossing the street. Now, to say that, it's still not my fault.
Yeah.
But you're not going to change the fact that these assholes are texting and driving right now. Now
Really,
there
you
should
rollerblade?
I do. Okay. I have. I actually don't anymore and want to change that about myself.
That's funny.
It has been a big
Venice.
5 plan lately to go to a sporting goods. So that said, now that sounds like I'm equating it to rollerblading and somehow putting some of the
You're
fault
right, though.
on to the woman just for being a woman.
Yeah.
Who isn't doing something as foolish as buying rollerblades.
Okay, but here's the thing, because I in no way, shape, or form am trying to pit these people against the bigger issue at all. I commend them, and I think they're fantastic, and they're still trying to help lower the statistic of date rape. Amen. I just wanted to have a full-on conversation about the underlying issue, but in no way do I want to take away from what they're doing. It's also really important, though, too, to recognize that the vast majority of date rape does not involve date rape drugs. And again, I'm not saying that this new nail polish innovation is not awesome, but the majority of them just involve alcohol and not date rape drugs. And also the majority of assaults take place in environments where you're very comfortable. So you're not going to feel the need to dip your fingernail when you're in your new boyfriend's fraternity, or you know what I'm saying?
Can I just quickly say?
Yeah.
Or when you're, my best friend, this happened to her, when you're at your friend's apartment in the afternoon and he gives you water.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Right. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating these 4 people. We are celebrating them.
And I think when something like this makes the news, it is the right time to start a campaign for the bigger issue and to bring up issues like this about awareness. And somehow, guys, it's on you to stop being a dick. And don't do that. It is way better, and I think it is way more attractive to women not to be a total asshole. So don't be.
Amen. We are going to leave on that note. Absolutely. So please, you guys, what did you guys think about this new nail polish, as well as our dialogue, just, you know, underscoring the underlying issue? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and please also check us out on Hulu. New episodes every Thursday. We'll see you guys all next time on Pop Sugar.